Oh sweet, I love it. Oh please, don't smile it. I'm sick. 너 때문에 큰 노래가 나와 다다다다. Sweet, I love it. Oh please, don't smile it. 이런 말을 해도 믿지 못할 걸. Boy, open your eyes, yeah. 널 어디든지 데려다 줄 수 있어, baby. Looking so sweet.
Hello everyone and welcome to another video on my channel. Today I got my Zenmarket haul that I made in September. I know we have already October, but I booked something that didn't arrive in the warehouse for a long time, and then Zenmarket messaged me that Mercari automatically cancelled the thing that I booked and gave me the money back. And I was waiting for this because I wanted to put this in the package. That's why I couldn't ship this out earlier. Or that's why I didn't ship it out earlier. I could have done it earlier, but I wanted this in the package. And then, on the day when I paid shipping for this package, Zenmarket messaged me that now the seller did ship the item and it arrived in the warehouse. The seller just didn't mark it as shipped on Mercari. And now they ask me if I still want it. And I said, of course, yes, I really want that, because I already booked a frame and something else for this sleeves. Because this is something special and I really want that. But I don't have it here. It is something from a survival show. And I do also have some more cards for survival shows that I will show you at the end. In this haul. And in this haul, I also do have stuff for all my high priority groups. I also said this in my last haul and then I didn't have something for BDC. I forgot. I just did put text on the video except for BDC, but this time I have something for BDC, so let's start with BDC. It's not much, it's only 4 cards. For Shihon. And they had a good price. I think I can't remember if it was €3 and some cents or €6 and some cents, but I believe €6 and some cents without the fees. And the set comes first with a pop, but I already have that. I love that pop. And then it has 3 cards from his fan meeting in Japan. I found these cards before and wanted these before, but people didn't sell them, as I said. They sold them individually and I didn't want to buy them individually because I think each card was like €7 and some cents without the fees, and this is too much for just one card from a fan meeting. I'm not sure if there are more cards from the fan meeting, but the set has 3. I think it only has 3, but I'm not sure. I'm really happy that I got these. Then we can do n.SSign next. I got 3 sets, and in my last haul I forgot something to say. But it's good that I didn't say it in my last haul, because now I have stuff for this member. I do have 2 sets from the same seller. And the thing I want to say is that my buyers before were Henshin and Doha. But Doha was my first buyers because I watched under 19 and I do ult under 9, and Doha was one of my top picks in under 19. After I think it was a performance for EXO. I can't remember which song. Maybe Love Me Right. I can't remember. And he was sick, and the doctor said he shouldn't sing because he was this sick that something could get damaged so that he can't sing in the future anymore. But he still gave his best and sang a really high note, and this was the moment where he got my top pick and bias, so that's why he was immediately my bias in n.SSign. But now I changed my bias. He was my first bias because I said I really want to support him in the future. That's why he was my bias in n.SSign at first. But I can support him without him being my bias in n.SSign. I do boy stuff for n.SSign, so I do support them. Because now my bias changed to Lawrence. Henshun is still my bias. My main bias, it didn't change, but now my second bias is Lawrence. I just couldn't help. I think it started that I wanted to buy or collect props for him when I saw a short video on Facebook or YouTube. And I don't know, I couldn't stop watching this video, and this video made me collect his props, and then he did whack me even more. He whacked me before I decided to buy props for him. But then it got even more, and then he made a live with Robin on Instagram. I think it was called Fragen Members Part 2. And then he became my bias. I couldn't help. So yeah, and I do have stuff for Lawrence here. I don't know if I said this already, but this is from the same seller. Both sets. All cards have a sleeve, except for this one. We look at this first. When I first saw these, I knew I really wanted these, but I wasn't sure if I should buy them, but then I couldn't stop thinking about the cards, so I think not even a hour after the listing was made for this card, I bought them. These are magazine pops, and then got featured in the store recently. I love this card so much. I just had to get that. And then this one. I don't know if you get these in a set as pops or if you have to buy multiple magazines to get these. I think one is an Apple pop. I don't know if both are an Apple pop. I don't know, Apple Pay, Apple Store, wherever. I don't really know. And then we have these. I think these are all from Happy End pops. But I still only will collect pops for him, and then not all pops, only ones that I really like. Or when I buy sets like this, then I keep everything, I think. And if I get some regular album cards in my albums for him that I really like, then I also will keep these. I really love this. I really want Henshun's equivalent. This bag is so cute with the bunny. I think for this I do have Henshun's equivalent. Ah yes, I do. I also really love this card. It's so cute. Yeah, for this I also have Henshun's equivalent, and it's one of the best cards to ever exist. The equivalent, and also this card and Henshun's equivalent. And and for this I should also have Henshin's equivalent. And speaking of Henshin, the other set I got is from Henshin. It's from the same seller as the 2 Henshin sets in my last haul, the previous one. And this is a pop set. It should have 12 pops for love potion. Oh, I didn't know that n.SSign has pops for daily duck. The only group where I have pops for daily duck is, I think, Just Be. I have a Bane pop. I only have pops for Bane. I need some for Day Y, but I don't have. Maybe I will buy some in the future. I should. I really love that pop. So pretty. Ah, this is from the Daily Duck pop. My new record. I don't think that I have pops for n.SSign from my new record. So this should be my first one. I thought the card is damaged, but no, this is something like a clear or whatever. I do already have this, and this is obviously one of the best pops to ever exist. This is so cute. I love that pop. I'm really happy that I got the set, and for a really good price too. I think it wasn't even €10 without the fees that Zenmarket has. And this is for Henshin. It's really cheap. Since he is the most expensive member on n.SSign, together with Kazuta. Then we do YOUNITE next. And first, I think I said this in my last haul, I do have YOUNITE's newest album in both photo book versions. I had these when I bought the stuff for my last haul, but the package would have been too heavy for the shipping method that I always choose, or not always, most of the time. I think there are only one package that there's only one package that I shipped with DHL, and then 3 or 4 that I shipped with EMS. Because they were too heavy. I had a package that was like 11 kilograms. You didn't saw this on this account. I never uploaded a video for this. I wanted to on one of my other accounts, but I didn't. I had some stuff for Sanrio in it and Pretty Cure and can't remember everything. Ah yes, Sumiko Gurashi. Some plush and also clothes and figures and yeah, LED candles for Sumiko Gurashi. I wanted to make an unboxing, but the size of the album is really big and it doesn't really fit on the screen, so you wouldn't see everything properly, so I won't make an unboxing. Let's just do a short flip through. Here's the CD. I think this is Retrotopia version. I can't remember if the photo book versions have the same names as the poker versions, or 2 of the poker versions. because there are 3 poker versions, a unit version and then Retrotopia and Utopia. And maybe this is also called Retrotopia. This comes with inclusions. Some for the members that I collect and some for members that I don't collect. Yeah, here we have a poster. I love that poster. I like that the photo cards got a sleeve. But the sleeve looks really used, worn, whatever. So first we have einigen. I need this, but let me put that on the due pile because I do have another set in this haul which has this card. Then this einigen. The rest should be, I think, they. Yeah, they. And a unit card. Oh yes, it's a unit card with einigen, Shion and Wono. Then we have stickers. Then this with einigen, Shion and Wono. I need this. And then we have Steve. I don't need this. I do have one postcard for einigen, but I can't remember from which version. Oh wait, is there a group picture first? Oh yeah, that's great. I love that. Didn't know that because I didn't really look at unboxings. I just watched one because I follow Units on YouTube. And I always watch the videos of this person. I don't know if I can say the name if they would like that. That's why I don't mention the name of their channel. But I think I have this channel. When you go to my profile, then you can put some channels that you recommend, and then I have that channel there. I have actually 2 units there, I think. Not just unit channels. Because one person or one of the units is a multi-stan and collects other groups as well. I don't know why this time they did tape that. The other didn't get taped. But since it's taped, maybe Zenmarket did tape it, and if not, then they didn't check if all the cards are there. That should be there. I don't know. But I think everything will be there. It's not easy to open this. I need to cut that carefully. Yeah, we have this unit. I think I already have this because I bought a set with Kyung cards, not a full set. We have another einigen that I technically need, but you will see that again. Then we have the and another day. And then we have stickers. Not sure if these are the same. Then the postcard is for Shion. I don't need Shion. And then the oh yeah, maybe I didn't show the back, but it's simple. And then we have this unit picture with Kyung, Day and Hyungsok. That I need that since I collect Kyung. So, and then we have more YOUNITE stuff. I already said that I have some more cards for einigen. Regular album cards, and this should be a full set for all the poker versions and the 2 photo book versions. So I technically now only need one of the postcards for him, and then I should be complete with regular album stuff for Unity. And if you consider that this is a full album set, it was cheap. I think I paid 6 or 7 euro with the or without the fee that Zenmarket has. And speaking of fees, I have to say that Zenmarket did increase the fee when you buy something from private sellers on Mercari. Before, the fee for almost all the stores, not only Mercari, but also Willkommen, Amazon and something like this, were 300 yen, or no, 500. Some special stores only had 300. And now it's 800. This is a little bit sad, because then I can't buy as much stuff as before, and especially not just sets with single cards, or especially for YOUNITE. I also bought some cheap sets, which had, I can't remember, like 12 or more cards. And I did already have like 10 and only needed 2, but now I can't do that anymore, because I can't even sell the tube cards for YOUNITE that I have. I rarely get, or I never really got something sold for YOUNITE. I do have over 100 pops for YOUNITE that I have twice or even more, and that I have like for 1 year or even more on eBay, but no one wants these. I did get sold 3 of them, but compared that I have over 100, 3 is nothing. And just don't let me speak for the regular album cards that I sell for like 1 euro or even cheaper if you buy multiple, but no one wants these. So I can't buy cheap sets where I only need 1 or 2 cards anymore, because now it will be too expensive, given the fact that I can't sell the cards, the dupes. But yeah, this is unfortunate that I have to pay more. If I can find the article where they stated that you have to pay more, I will link it in the description if you're interested why they did that. They explained it there. But yeah. But this whole everything was like still the 500 yen. They increased this only this month. So in this haul, in my next haul, I will have things where I have to pay more. I thought this is the same card, but it's not. Wait, there are code cards, I forgot, because I won't show the code. I need to look at the template and figure out from which version are the cards, so that I can store them properly. The next 3 cards are the code cards. And all the unit cards are with Shion and Wono. Rocksteady Unite, come on, let's go. I love that. Maybe these are also lyrics, because it says something like Rocksteady. I love that. I love this card. It's not the same. The good thing is that it also has the first press cards. This is one. And this is the other one. But I think the first press cards you can only get in the photo book versions. And then I have more for einsang, but we will do that later. Let's do 2 sets from the same seller for Euno and Kyangmun. First Euno, because I have more for Kyangmun. These are pops, and I finally found more pops for YOUNITE sets, but the thing is I can't find sets for einsang. I don't know why no one is selling sets for einsang. I'm just happy that I could find some sets for Kyangmun and Euno. But I also can't find a lot for them, but for einsang. No sets, I don't know why. Sorry for the weird cut in the video, but when I filmed it I didn't notice that some of the cards are not really in frame. You couldn't see them at all. So I have to refilm a short part. So now here's the set for Euno, and I really need to get pops for einsang sets from YOUNITE. But it's not easy if I can't find sets for him. I could buy single cards, but even with the 500 yen fee that Zenmarket had before, it was most of the times too much to buy single cards. And now with 800 yen it's even more impossible to pay this much, at least for the groups that I collect. I really love that set for Euno. It's so cute, all the cards. Especially the double-sided cards. This shirt reminds me of something that Sungmin from Fantasy Boys wore in a pop for Undeniable. I do have this card. It's a shirt with Kuromi and a beer. Maybe it's the same print. And then the Kyangmun set is an equivalent set. It would have been really great if the seller would also have einsang set. Maybe he hadn't, it was already sold. I don't know. I love that card so much. I love double-sided cards. So, and then we have more for Kyangmun. YOUNITE had a merch drop for YOUNITE. Or a lucky draw. Which I think you could get keychains, photo cards and pictures and something like this. This card has an original sleeve, so I will leave it there for now. This is just a pop. For Kyangmun I do have Euno's equivalent. And I bought this set because I do have Euno's equivalent for this card. And this set was also really cheap, I think. 2 or 3 euro without the fees that Zenmarket has. And then it comes from the lucky draw with this picture of Kyangmun. And then I do have a really exciting set for einsang. A big set. And it was, compared to what you get, extremely cheap. I think it was 12 or 13 euro without the fees. And it has pops and podcast and busking or something like this. The translation where busking and podcast cards include. Also, yeah, it should have podcast cards at least. And this is really exciting. Put it there for now. I do already have this pop. Another one. The podcast cards are from the videos. Maybe there's also showcase cards, I don't know. I thought this card is damaged, but it's just the design of the card. This. I do need this pop. I think this is Union. It's mixed though. More Union. I also need that. I think I also need that. This should be a tube. Yes. More. I do already have this, and I think I do already have at least 2 tubes of this, so now I have 5, or at least I know I will have 4. So yeah. And we have a card for Mixter. Another one. This is the first podcast card, or maybe showcase. It has multiple podcast cards than this one. Here's a code. I don't know, I will scan this off camera, but I don't think it's something that you can only scan once, so if you want you can scan that. Then we have this. And then 2 of this. This is also a podcast. I know that. And then we have, maybe this is also podcast or showcase, I don't know, but I saw this before in different listings, but I never bought it. I can't remember if the prices were too much, or I'm also not really a ID photo collector. If I can get sets with ID photos, then yes, but otherwise I don't really need them. But now that I got it in the set. And then I have something for YOUNITE, and I can't tell you if this is official or not, and if it's official, where this is from. I know which era, it's YOUNITE, but otherwise I don't know. I can't say if these are pops, showcase things, podcast things, event things, what this is. I have 2, there should be 3, because each card has 3 members, so there should be another one, but the seller only had 2. And luckily the 2 are of my buyers. But I also would like to get the full set. But I think, and I have the feeling, that this is something rare and special, so it won't be easy to get the other card. And this was extremely cheap. I think I paid, yeah, it was 555 yen. This should be like €3 and some cents without the fees that Zenmarket has. When I found this, I wasn't sure if I should buy this, because I don't know if this is official, but I just couldn't hold myself, because I got the feeling that this is something rare and special. Things for YOUNITE, like pops in general, are somewhat rare now. So this might be even more rare. But as I said, I don't know. If you know where this is from, if this is pops or podcast or whatever, then please tell me. And as I said, it's for YOUNITE. It says smilecat.com and then a number. It's the same number on both, but the end of the number is different. 10 and then a letter, and then 24/7 and the same letter. So we have we have Oinu, Shion and Kyangmun. And then Youngsuk, Wonu and Oinsang. And yeah, as I said, I don't know if these are props or I think this is, or this could be podcast, because I think it was Lightbit Pod 1. I saw someone selling postcards for Lightbit Pod 1 and the description stated that these are podcast cards. That these are given out during podcast, so this could also be podcast. But I don't know. And if you also know how rare these are, or if these are in general now really expensive, then please tell me. Because I think like €2 and some cents for each. This wasn't the set, I booked them each in a different listing from the same seller. Is a really good price. Unless it's not official, then it's an okay price. And we only have 2 groups left, but they belong together. First we have double one. I got the Fantasy Boys version for the Xpert album, and in the listings, the listing were somewhat confusing. The description stated it doesn't come with inclusions, but on the second picture in the listing there were some inclusions, more than you normally would get. But I still don't think the set does come with inclusions, because with all the inclusions that were on the picture, this should be bulkier if it really would come with the inclusions. And this is also the listing that I mentioned in my last haul, where I say this is like €20, but the seller now dropped the price to a really good deal. More than half. I paid under €10 without the fees that Zenmarket has. And this is a good price even if it doesn't come with inclusions. It has 2 photo book versions. We make an unboxing for one. Let me just see if there are inclusions. Yeah, this is the same picture. And then the poster. And no, there are no inclusions, just one postcard. But still good that I got one postcard. And it's for a member that I need. I already saw that. So it's good. But let me show the front or the cover and the back properly. I love handbin and mean so units. All the pictures are great. And then we have that CD, nothing special. And we have that picture. I think this is the same that I got in my last haul when I bought the set with means or inclusions for one of the album versions. I'm not sure, I need to see that. And then we have Zoom. I need that. And then I have 3 sets with pops from the same seller, and interestingly, for 2 sets I got them in a box. I love that. I think I never got a box when I just bought some pops. I love that. And let's do Wuzok first. These sets are for different members, but they have a lot of cards. At least for me it's a lot, and they were really cheap. Wuzok should have 20 cards, and I paid like, can't remember, like 8 or 9 euro without the fees that Zenmarket has. And I think I do only have 3 cards. I need all the other cards, so such a cheap price, and then I need this much cards. I just had to get this. Yeah, first we have the full set from the trading cards. I need to see which cards I have. I think this is the one that I need. So I should have this. I know that I have this. This is, yes, it's Everline. More Everline. Into Asia. I like the color. This is, I think this is first music, I'm not sure. Musicals. I love that code. Then Starlight Music. Dear My Muse. This card is also cute. Million Music. More Everline. Makestar. More Makestar. First Music. Oh, Jump Up. I think I have this. Yeah, I do. Fanplay. Oh, this card is so cute. I love it. Then more Starlight Music. Soundwave. And then regular album card. So, and then the next set is for Lynchy. It should have 21 cards. And as you can see, it has pops for Xpert. So first we have the full trading card set. In the 5 trading card packs that I had, I also got Lynchy in every set. I didn't notice it at first. I only noticed that I had Minzo in every set. I'm not sure, maybe this is the one I need. Yeah, I do already have this. I know that. This could be an equivalent set to the Busok set, since it's from the same seller. In Japanese, sellers tend to make equivalent sets if they sell sets from the same album for multiple members. This is one of the prettiest pops for Lynchy, but I already have that. And this is also a set where I need almost all the cards. I think there are only 3 that I already have. And I paid like 10 or 11 euro or 12 euro, and this is extremely cheap, especially if I need this much cards. So I had to get it. And then we have cards for double one Xpert. Let's make another pile. I love that design. Oh, it's the same one, just different colors. Interesting. Ah yeah, the cards look similar. But the last set didn't came with a box. I don't mind. And it's for Minzo. And this set has 26 cards. But I do already have half of the cards, but it's still good that I need 13 of the cards. And I paid like 13 euro and some cents without the fees. And this is an extremely good price. Oh yeah, the set had also some regular album cards, the Lynchy set. So first we have the full trading card set. I do already have the full set. And I still need 24/7 pops or even more pops from Undeniable to complete Minzo. It's still a lot. Even though now I have a lot, I think I have over 40 pops for him. Just for Undeniable. I love that card. And I think I can make a full page with this outfit and photos maybe too. I should have this card 4 or 5 times now. And then we have regular album cards. But sadly not the one that I still need. I only need one more card. And then we have props for Xpert. I love that card. Sorry for the weird cut in the video, but I was a little bit lost. I already thought I finished the haul, but then I noticed that I forgot to show you 2 things that I also mentioned in the beginning of the video, the things for the survival shows. Because with all the packaging that is lying here, that was lying all over the place when I showed you everything. That's why I forgot to show you the survival show things, because they were buried under the packaging things for the other stuff. And we do Universe League first. I got a set with 2 cards from Universe League. From the, I think it was a fan meeting, It's Time to Create. And the set is for Chu-Young. The seller had also Kyangho, but I didn't buy Kyangho. I thought of buying him, but now that the fee increased, the service fee, I won't buy it. Now it's a price that I don't want to pay. I love that set so much. Yeah, especially this card. Like, how can I not get a set when it has this card? I had to get that. I wanted that for quite a while now, but I always could find only, or the sets, there are 2 more cards for Chu-Young, I think, but I only could find these sets for really expensive, I think over 20 euro for just 2 cards, and I didn't want to pay this much. And now I did find these sets. I think this was 6 euro and some cents without the fee that Zenmarket has. So I had to get it. And the next card I have is for Boys to Planet. I really wanted to buy more cards for Boys to Planet, but the prices for these cards are insane. Especially for 2 of the members that I want to get. The seller used an holographic sleeve. How to enjoy ice cream. And this card is for, Chunso. He is of course my top pick because I old n.SSign's pre-debut and he got my buyers, I think 1 month after n.SSign debuted. I do have more buyers than n.SSign. My other buyers are Sangren, Day and Yetchan. So yeah, and he's also my buyers in VI. So I wanted to get something for him from Voice Planet. And that's why I got this card. I love that card. He has more cards, but I found sets with, can't remember how many cards, I think 8 cards or 10. And they are over 70 euro. And I don't pay this much, no, never. Since VI doesn't have a high priority when it comes to collecting, and as I said in my last haul video, that I did decide to sell all the VI albums that I have and just keep the stuff for June so that I have. So yeah, I don't want to pay this much when it doesn't have the highest priority to collect them. So, and this also concludes my haul. Put these 2 pictures here. And this. And as always, I want to say thank you for watching the video. Even if it's only a small part of it, I really appreciate that. And it would also mean a lot to me if you would subscribe to my channel and maybe write a comment if you want. And I will make another Zenmarket haul this month. I already have stuff in the warehouse that I bought last month that I couldn't ship out because the package would have been too heavy for a VR small. That's the shipping method that I always use, or almost always. So this will come in my next package. But it could be that this package, that I can only ship that out next month, depending on what I buy and when this will arrive in the warehouse. Yeah, and since this is the end of the video, thank you again for watching the video and see you in my next video. And oh, I forgot, I will also make a storing photocards video. I have enough stuff for this. So there will also come a storing photocards video this month. But I still need to buy some more sleeves, because I did recently change for my main collections the sleeves that I use. And I need to buy some more in different sizes. And I think I will wait until I book these and they arrived. But the storing photocards video will definitely come this month. So yeah, then see you in my next video.
I'm fine. 네가 뭐라 하던 됐어 I'm fine. 다른 길을 헤맨대도 그때의 우린 분명 더 빛날 테니